The Great White Hype, with more impressive cast members than a little bit. I could spend the whole episode just telling you who was in this movie. I mean, it was Samuel L. Jackson. It was Jeff Goldblum, Daymon Wayans, John Lovitz, Cheech Marin, Sally Robertson Whitfield, Jamie Foxx, yeah, he's in that too, and Rocky Carroll, and a bunch of other people. But this is the gist, and it's like, usually I say 2 names, 4 names, whatever, but there's so many good people in this movie, especially, unfortunately, for it not to have been as good as you would imagine. With this cast today, I'm not sure a lot of studios could afford all those people in one movie at the same time, unless it was Disney. So, incredible cast for this movie. It's about a boxer who's maybe reached the apex of his career. He's pretty much beaten everybody in his ranking except for one guy that really wants to fight him. He don't want to fight him because he doesn't like the guy. So he doesn't want to give him a shot at the big leagues. But that guy is backed by Jamie Foxx, who is hilarious in this movie. This is the first time I'd seen Jamie Foxx, in a movie that I can remember. And I was like, wow, that dude was really funny. Kept talking in like a weird sense. He wasn't talking in straight, he wasn't saying like 1, 2, 3. He was like 7, 2, 5. He was talking out of order a lot, disperse, just will you just, and I was like, wow, why is he talking like that? But it was funny. He did that through the whole movie. He's like, pulls a gun out. You ain't my father? Are you? Are you? He's funny in the whole movie. Talks about getting a Merlot Broham. And the interviewer, who is Jeff Goldblum, was like, a Broham? What's a Broham? If you lived on the south side, you'd know what a Broham is. Perhaps if you lived on the north side, you would call it a Brougham. Same vehicle. But it looks like it spells Broham, so people call it a Broham. That's that Broham. So he was tired of driving a Merlot Broham. But the whole movie is funny, and it bounces around from hilarious to kind of funny, to hilarious to kind of funny. And everybody in here, I mean, it seemed like everybody in this movie did their thing. Nobody was mailing it in the whole time. It seemed like everybody was like, man, I gotta pay rent next month. I need this check. They were really honestly working hard for this. A boxer at the apex of his career, nobody's really wanting to pay to see him fight anymore. Imagine Mike Tyson at the apex of his career. You're pretty sure he's gonna get in the ring and knock somebody out in the first or second round. Maybe the third if it's a tough guy, but if young Mike Tyson's getting in there, you're getting knocked out. So that's what it was like with this guy. People really didn't want to see his fights because they were over with quick. He was just that impressive compared to the rest of the field. So Samuel L. Jackson, who stars as the Rev, his manager, is like, look, I'm gonna find a fighter for you. And he needs to be Caucasian because that'll bring in a certain group of money. So we're gonna find a white guy that can, at least on paper, look like he can give you a challenge, maybe even beat you. So that's why it's called the Great White Hype, because it was hype about a white guy. So they get a guy to Terry Coughlin to appear that he could maybe beat the champ, build up a lot of hype around him and everything. Tons of funny things happen in between that. That's essentially what it is. And you still have on the outside that one competitor that wants to fight the champ, but they won't give him the shot because they don't like him. So he has to fight Terry Coughlin. And because he's not being paid what he believes he deserves, Samuel Jackson is stealing his money and he knows it, but he has to keep fighting for the chance of possibly getting his money. So he doesn't really want to fight. So he doesn't really want to get in shape. So he becomes like fat. He's not doing road work. He's eating ice cream and stuff like that. And he thinks that he'll win just because he's the champ. So you've got a guy that's been offered a chance, an opportunity to fight for the World Heavyweight Rocky style. You can fight for the World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to take you from nowhere and give you this chance to be rich and famous and powerful. And so he's working out like a lunatic. The current champ is like, I'm not that interested. So he's not working out. So it kind of levels them off a little bit when they get into the ring. And that's the whole of the show. When they get in the ring, Jamie Foxx again is hilarious. Jeff Goldblum is hilarious. Samuel Jackson is hilarious. He doesn't usually play, well, I can't say that because nowadays he does a lot of comedy, but he didn't originally play a lot of comedy, but he did in this, and he was hilarious. Everybody in here was hilarious. This was a super funny show, but somehow it just missed being epic, somehow. So with that, I like the show. I love the cast. They worked hard, but I don't think there was a lot for them to work with. So I am going to give The Great White Hype 7 bags of popcorn. Man, 7 bags of popcorn, because that's what I have to say about that. Do you like The Great White Hype? What's your favorite boxing movie? Your favorite of all time, comedy or otherwise? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn Passport.